and downstairs were the cheap seats, and upstairs were the expensive seats, and they did 7 shows a day, and these people that were performing ran up and down 6 flights of stairs. Those were the days. Anyway, welcome. We had an audience like you're threatening to be last night, and none of us have ever had an experience like it before. So I hope if this is half as good, you know, I expect droves of you to be leaving, and God's going to get even. Anyway, welcome. You hear a lot of horse shit, from people in my position. But I never lie about the work. I lie a lot in life. But none of us, if we have half a sensitivity in us, has ever seen audiences before, like the Toronto Tonians. You must know this about yourselves. There's like 2 kinds of people, You meet someone that you don't know, and you're like very wary that this person's going to hurt you or waste your time. And then there's other people, and you say, yeah, they're fine until they bore me, And you're the latter. Anyway, on with the show. We're lucky to have, we have 2 of the 4 stars here. We have the 2 men. The 2 women, Pauline Collins had to go back to work in London, and she plays Sissy. And I asked just now if Maggie Smith was here, and Billy Connolly said, no, she broke her leg and they had to put her down. Ladies and gentlemen, Billy Connolly.
Nothing by it. I wish her only the best, and I hope she gets well. It's nice to be back in your town. I started in McVeigh's Irish pub here in the 70s. And I ended up filming Boondock Saints in the same place. It's a weird kind of circle. It's this movie, I'm sure you're going to love it. I normally loathe watching myself I had to do it last night. I had never seen the film. I had to sit and watch it, and I found it a reasonably pleasant experience. Making it, now that was different. There was no inappropriate touching or anything like that. But I will say that when I heard the cast list, it was the best laxative I had never known. And I was replacing Tom Finney. I nearly shit myself. But Dustin Hoffman he acts as well as he directs, and he directs as well as he acts, and it's a wonder to behold.
Thank you for lying about me. One more person to introduce. I was studying acting in my early 20s in New York, and it was called the New Wave, and it was the golden age of European film, and one of them was The Loneliness of the Long Distance.
I'm sorry, I shouldn't do this, but I have to remind Billy that he just got my name wrong. He called me Tom Finney. He used to play football for Preston North End, actually. The other one is Albert Finney, who's my dear friend. And I'm Tom Courtney. Thank you very much. Wonderful to be here.
Enjoy the movie, and as a last note, Billy never failed to remind us every day that he was the youngest there, and that he's the first to forget things.
My nasal hair is growing at an extraordinary speed as well. Do you ever wonder why that is? Why nose hair should suddenly accelerate? You know, when you consider that the body knows what it's doing, I've often lain awake and wondered what's going to happen to me, that I'm going to need long nasal hair to deal with.